scoreboard.
Gang, I'm wondering if you remember when California State Controller John Chung stated on this program just a week and a half ago that his state is in danger of bankruptcy. Our next guest calls the state home as well, but is against the stimulus package as it stands. What does he think should be done in the bill? Joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive is Republican Congressman John Campbell from California. Welcome, Representative. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Liz. Good to be with you again.
We keep bringing you back here because you've got some interesting thoughts here, particularly from where you stand, and that is representing the state of California, which John Chung says will be in the red by more than $300 million by the end of February, yet you are against the stimulus plan. Is that just because you're banding together with your Republican brethren, or what is in there that you need to see changed?
What I would need to see changed is a stimulus plan that was actually stimulative. I mean, I'm actually for some kind of stimulus plan, but most of this spending, in fact, is not going to create the downstream jobs. If you pay somebody to paint a government building, you create a job to paint the building, but you don't create any other jobs. Some infrastructure spending, some tax cuts, there's other things that we can do to create downstream jobs. And Liz, you were talking about California. Interestingly, just about an hour ago, I received a spreadsheet from a fellow Californian, a Democratic member of Congress, sending it to everyone from California, showing the $32 billion that the state of California would receive from this stimulus plan. And obviously she sent that to me hoping it would encourage me to vote for the bill. In fact, it actually pushed me the other way, because when you look at all of the line items that this is going to California for, none of this is stimulative. They're all programs that are existing that the state has around. All it's doing is substituting federal spending for state spending and moving the deficit from the California books over to the federal books.
Representative,
really
what do you want in there? You have talked about three things that need to be in the plan, and I looked at your three things. I want you to outline them quickly, if you could, for our viewers, because they seem simple and clean and clear.
Multiplier effect. You spend $1 and you get several dollars of stimulus to go on after it. That's one of the things. That it is quick and effective, that this stuff gets applied now. Spending 2 years from now is not going to help us. We want this recession to be shorter and shallower, and so we're not going to do it without something that is without spending that or any tax cuts.
You want more bridges, more infrastructure, more highway building, more waterworks projects, and less what?
And less just increase in federal spending on federal buildings, on federal programs, on lots of other things. There's a lot of education spending in there. We can talk about whether that makes for better educated kids or not, but the point is that it won't stimulate the economy in the next 6 months.
Well, as the House formally debates the economic stimulus bill, as we're telling you right now, we're looking at a bill that is quite the behemoth. There is a time is of the essence situation going on here, but is there a chance that this could eventually be crafted towards something that you would then vote upon as yes?
Boy, it looks unlikely. I mean, frankly, Liz, we'll know in a couple hours. We'll have the vote here on the House floor, and I think we could have no Republicans voting for this, maybe one or two, which shows how far it is from something that we generally like. I mean, it's out of the $825 billion. I was looking at it all this morning. I think there maybe is 20% of it that actually has a multiplier effect and will work to create the kind of jobs in the economy. But 80% is not.
And you met with President Obama yesterday, I believe, and you had a good feeling about that, did you not?
Oh, the meeting was great. It was very cordial, and he's warm, he's engaging. I mean, everybody left the room and liked him, but frankly, minds weren't changed. He didn't change our minds, and we didn't really change his. We actually challenged him on several things in the bill, and he pretty much said, look, that's just a place we're going to have to agree to disagree. And certainly that's his right to do. He was elected president, that's his right to do, but we were all elected in our own rights as well, and it's our right to disagree with him if we do.
All right. Representative John Campbell, Republican of California, thank you for coming on to give your perspective. We need to hear voices from all sides, and you're certainly one of them. Thanks so much.
Thanks very much, Liz.
Anytime.